Let's have a look at some remarks by Miguna, remarks that are going to inform our analysis and discussion right now. I just want to be honest to President Ruto. Since he shunned professionals in his cabinet, he may soon need to have his CSs undergo a crash course on international relations and diplomacy. Their gaffes are embarrassing to say the least, and they paint Ruto's administration as shambolic to Kenya's foreign partners. First, it was the Western Sahara debacle by His Excellency himself, the goof on 250 million jobs in Germany, Linturi's non-existence deal with Zambia on maize imports, Moses Kuria's childish rant on Sudan conflict, and now Alfred Mutua's fake Canada jobs blunder. Truth be told, Alfred Mutua is least qualified for MFA. He should be a CAS somewhere, Minister of Foreign Affairs, MFA. Thus Miguna today. And these remarks have been causing a lot of heated political debate across the board. In this video, I want us to put these remarks by Miguna into context for Kenyans to understand what's going on behind the scenes. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. Thus Miguna. And we all know that Miguna has been a staunch William Ruto supporter in the recent days. What's the message Miguna is trying to pass out to Kenyans? The first message, Miguna is just confirming to Kenyans indirectly that William Ruto's government has failed and is still failing. That's the first message Miguna wants to pass out to Kenyans. Only that Miguna is not brave enough to tell William Ruto on the face that your government has failed or is failing. And if a close William Ruto ally, such as Miguna, can make those remarks, then you are seeing clearly that any person trying to defend Ruto's government is just doing so in vain, living in denial. It's a fact. This is a government that has failed. And any person still waiting for this government to perform, then that's a person who is not smart upstairs. This government, even if given 100 years, it will not perform. It has failed. If our elected leaders, members of parliament, were up to the task, they ought to have started an impeachment motion against William Samoei Ruto as I talk. Secondly, this confirms that things are not very good in William Ruto's camp. And just as I've been saying, the center can no longer hold, things are falling apart. Miguna might be voicing what a good majority of leaders in Ruto's camp are also maybe voicing in private. It appears even from William Ruto's own allies, some have started seeing the government as failing. That's also something coming out clearly. So besides Miguna saying indirectly that the government has failed, Miguna is just also trying to expose the feeling among some of William Ruto's allies. They are not happy with what is happening in government. at least those who have not been given government appointments or government jobs, such as Miguna. And it might be possible that Miguna was anticipating a job offer from William Ruto, which is also not forthcoming. And then from those sentiments by Miguna, it's true that Ruto's government is failing. Yes, it's true, it's failing. If you look on the promises Ruto made when he was campaigning and what he's doing right now, he's doing the exact opposite of what he promised. In fact, Ruto is just running amok, in my honest opinion. So these remarks by Miguna should open Kenyans' eyes into seeing the government without the ethnic lenses. Because there are some individuals who simply because they are Kalenjins or they are head for Raila Odinga, they don't see any problem with this government. So Kenyans should actually look at the government without the ethnic and the hatred lenses. This is a government failing very badly, failing miserably. And this remarks by Miguna also confirms that Ruto most definitely will face a rebellion because it's just under 7 months. And already what is happening in this government, Kenyans are already tired. Only 7 months. So what will happen maybe after 1 year? Ruto should and must be prepared for a revolution. That's something that William Ruto will most definitely face if the trend continues the way it is going. Because it's also certain that as time goes by, the situation is only but going to worsen. Ruto should and must be prepared for a revolution. And now this is a very big challenge to the so-called Azimio leaders. And this is also something I keep on repeating, who joined William Ruto, saying that they were joining him for development. These remarks by Miguna also poses a very great challenge to them because it will be very hard, very difficult for them to convince their support bases because largely their support bases are areas that don't approve of William Samoei Ruto. And now that the government again is failing, the leaders, as you know, leaders who joined Ruto, they'll find it very hard convincing the ground even to re-elect them. And that's why I strongly believe that those are leaders who committed political suicides the moment they were seen with William Samoei Ruto. As I conclude, Miguna is also coming out as a person who is not honest with himself. Miguna, even though he's calling William Ruto's government to order, he still supports the government. It's foolhardy for Miguna actually to be giving advice to William Ruto while he still supports Ruto. Because I'm very sure that his advice won't be heeded. So Miguna should be brave enough, he should walk the talk and actually disassociate himself from William Ruto's government. If he does that, Kenyans will take him seriously. But now that he's still supporting Ruto's government and constantly attacking Raila Odinga, his remarks don't hold a lot of water. He's seen as just another joker, somebody seeking attention. He wants to remind William Ruto that he's still there. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But just as I did indicate when we were starting, if you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. To our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Any other person who want to support our forum, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.